Is this cheating? 25M and 22F. My 25M girlfriend, 22 female, of just over a year recently went out to a concert and then out afterward. I was at home studying and went to bed early, med school shit, and all was well. I woke up in the morning and went on a run and she texted me that she drunkenly was kissed by another girl. She is bi and the other girl is apparently straight, and kissed the girl back. We had discussed this as a boundary that I wasn't comfortably with, and this has happened before, but the first time I let it slide. We just had a long talk and there was a lot of crying and she said it was a quick kiss, but yeah, I'm not RLLY sure what to do here. I told her I needed time, but I have nobody to RLLY talk this out with and I'm not sure if I'm being dramatic. I think I'm feeling betrayed because this is now the second time and I feel like it's just a matter of time before something more happens. Am I being dramatic or is this actually cheating? Treat it as if she kissed a guy. It's the exact same. How would you feel if she kissed a guy? She cheated. End of story. She did it once before, so if you let it slide this time, it will probably happen again. Bisexual woman here. Yup, it's cheating. Time to break up and get on with your life. She did it once, you forgave her, so she did it again. If you forgive her this time too, the lesson will again be she can do whatever she wants and you'll forgive her every time. So plan on this not being the last time. It's cheating, just as if she kissed a guy. Dating a bi girl would be tough, twice as many people for her to potentially get with. She cheated. Now she's trying to minimize it to avoid the consequences of her actions. Straight women really don't drunkenly kiss bisexual women unless it's a truth or dare type of thing. They're more likely to drunkenly kiss a dude. And your girlfriend chose to kiss back. If she was worried about respecting your boundaries, agreements, she would have been like, hey babe, you're drunk, let me get you some water and sober you up. They probably had a full-on makeout session, and now she's trickle-truthing you. I'm 45 male, and okay, and fine, partner, 48 female. Not sure how to feel about this. Sitting at dinner on a weekend away and my partner of over 2 years, and after a few drinks we start to talk about a few serious things. My partner starts to talk about her ex who was abusive and controlling. This I already knew early on in our dating and relationship and have made sure she never feels that I ever monitor or try to tell her what to do or who she can or cannot associate with. It's not my nature, nor is it something I ever want to engage in. After she finished going through a few things she had experienced, again all things I already know, I ask her if I've been a good partner for her. Her response was a bit underwhelming. I've been, okay. I ask, only, okay. Yes, you've been fine. I jokingly say that, well, I suppose I'm happy to be a 3-star boyfriend, to which she replies, no, you're a 3-4-star boyfriend. What would make me a 5-star boyfriend? If you were wealthy. Now for context, I've been separated for 2.5 years after a long marriage, her 6 years. We've been dating for 2 years and I've turned up every single day. I've not messaged, talked, flirted, touched, kissed or entertained the thought of another woman since I met her. I've nursed her to health after a life-threatening operation. Love her the way she has asked to be loved, help her around her home, helped her move, take interest in her work and interests, etc. You know, trying to be a good partner. I've a stable professional job, my own home, adult kids, etc. I'm not perfect, but I think I'm pretty good boyfriend and future husband material. I've worked hard to interrogate myself for years, and I've never once asked my current partner for validation, until now perhaps. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but not this. Now I just don't know. After 2 years of dating and working hard to be the best I can be for her, I feel deflated, dejected, sad, disconnected. How would you react if your partner said this, and how do I deal with this? Too long did not read. I'm 45 male, and okay, and fine, partner, 48 female. Not sure how to feel about this. It is possible that it could have been a dumb joke that just didn't land. I'm going to guess that her abusive boyfriend was wealthier than you are. She has lingering issues from her previous relationship that probably need therapy outside of your relationship for her to properly process and move past. This is a her problem, not a you problem. I would truly never stay with someone who called me 3 stars. What an insane thing for her to say. I would seriously reconsider if I would want to be with that person who say okay, fine, 3-4 after all you did for her. I mean, are you obese? Maybe it was crude way how to point it out with unhealthy comment. Ifad. I ain't dumb, she meant rich. In that case I would honestly look for someone better. Is the money the only reason you are not a 5-star boyfriend? Because then I'd end the relationship. I 29F wants to leave my 29M partner of 6 years cause he's being lazy. How do I fix this? I 29F and my partner 29M. We have been together for the past 6 years and have lived together throughout our relationship. We don't have any kids but do have multiple cats. The first 2 years of our relationship were great. He was very helpful around the house. We share financial responsibilities and chores equally. I earn more than he does, and he supports his father and younger sister back in his home country, where his father can no longer work. Most of his income goes to his family, but he still makes sure to contribute his share to our household. I also helped him find a job and supported him for about a year in our relationship. That said, he is currently not financially capable of treating me to dates, which is fine with me. However, I dislike that even when I suggest going out and offering to pay, he often doesn't want to go. It's becoming quite boring. Additionally, he has started neglecting his share of the chores at home, which I really dislike, so I end up doing everything myself. When I try to address this, he gets angry and claims I'm not letting him rest, even though I'm the one doing all the cleaning, cooking, laundry, and taking care of our pets. It's exhausting. I'm trying to be as understanding as I can, but he knows my work is mentally draining, and I just want to come home to a clean house once in a while. It feels like he doesn't care about me anymore. For context, I've talked to him calmly many times about his lack of help, but nothing seems to change. All he do is game. What do? Do I leave? Sometimes you just outgrow relationships. He is already getting angry at you for calling him out. Do you really see him changing? Move on. It's not working anymore and that's fine. Your relationship has ran its course and you know it too. Early on in my marriage, hubby came home to me sorting laundry. I wasn't sorting darks from whites, I was sorting his from mine. He asked what I was doing. You seem to want to live like you're single. Single people do their own laundry. I was fully prepared to follow through with this into cooking, shopping and anything else I could think of to make my point. Fortunately, I didn't have to. His first response was to start yelling, but once he calmed down and we talked, I was able to make the point about living together requiring consideration and cooperation. Yes, leave. Unless you want 50 more years of this, doing everything and not being heard. Yes, we need to stop supporting emotionally and physically lazy men. Time for you to move on because it will only get worse. Yes, you leave. You cannot change someone. They have to change themselves and they rarely do within a relationship. Why? Because being in that relationship says you accept them as they are. And considering you've talked about it, he knows, he just doesn't care. My friend, 26 male, and girlfriend, 26 female, spent the night together. Seems fishy? Long story short, hopefully, my friend was in town where my girlfriend lives, long distance, and we've all hung out together and known each other 8+ years. He had no one to go out with and wanted to go out but not by himself. So I thought, hey, you two can go out and hang, whatever, no big deal, just Uber to her where y'all gonna go and Uber her home. They FaceTimed while together before they went out and both said they were gonna call, text me. Well, didn't end up hearing anything from either of them till 1 p.m. next day. So next day rolls around, both start calling and texting, and I come to find out, after asking how the night went blah blah, he ended up spending the night. He tells me he passed out on the floor in her room and left around 11. She tells me he passed out in her bed and they slept on separate sides of the bed and he ended up leaving early in the morning. So I don't know what real advice I'm looking for, more just opinions I guess. I'm not super concerned one way or the other, just seems off to me. I know I said they could hang out and whatever, but I wasn't like, oh, you guys should have a slumber party. Thanks for reading. Cheers. Clinking glasses. Why was he in her bedroom at all? Why didn't he crash on the couch? I would ask both of them those questions. They certainly partied it up. Bro, you facilitated getting a dude into her bed and you're here asking what exactly? There's no way they just slept on either end of the bed after a night of drinking SND. The fact their stories are different is 100% indicative of them hooking up. The big indicator here for why they definitely banged is that they told different stories about where he slept. Sorry, man. Huh, well, I mean, you know what happened. There's basically no way whatsoever they casually shared a bed. That doesn't happen. Their stories don't line up because he didn't want you to be suspicious. But your girlfriend seems to be much dumber. Well, two different stories, so you know neither happened. Sounds like your friend had a great trip. Bud, if you didn't know better before, you better know better from now on. You don't trust another man like that. I'd if it's your best friend.